certainly is not the end of discussions on health insurance in Nigeria. We hope to have the Executive Secretary of the National Health Insurance Scheme, Dr. Martin Thomas, on the show very soon to shed more light on how the ordinary Nigerian can be covered by health insurance and how the agency will attain the presidential mandate on 30% health coverage for Nigerians by 2015. Just before we draw the curtain on the program this week, a look at other stories making the headlines.
The House of Representatives has urged the Federal Ministry of Health to take urgent steps to check the resurgence of leprosy in Nigeria. In a motion of urgent national importance, a lawmaker, Patrick Ikariali, said it had been recorded that 3,805 new cases of the disease were recorded in 2013. The House, in passing the motion, urged that more treatment centers be set up across the country's 6 geopolitical zones for early treatment and control.
Out of the number, 10% were children and 12% were already deformed as a result of lack of care, while the northeast zone of the country accounted for most of the cases. This deadly disease is transmitted via droplets from the nose and mouth during close and frequent contacts with untreated cases, and untreated leprosy can cause progressive and permanent damage to the skin, nerves, limbs, and eyes. The World Health Organization has stated that early diagnosis and treatment with multi-drug therapy remains the only key element in eliminating the disease in this country. Anxious to ensure that a more vigorous strategy to stop the further spread of the disease and to also ensure that human and financial resources are available to curtail the continuous spread of the disease. The House resolved to urge the Federal Ministry of Health to, as a matter of national importance, set up more treatment centers across the country, geopolitical zones, for early treatment, diagnosis, and control.
Something new is happening in the world of medicine. Doctors and IT experts in Belfast, Ireland have come together and made a unique mobile app that shows where a doctor is making a mistake in his interpretation of an X-ray. The app, known as Xperia, works by a process of feedback which becomes more personalized as it's used by the doctor over time. Owing to the fact that Xperia is remotely monitored, it can be accessed in any part of the world and is already being used by doctors in Australia and New Zealand. The device is currently being used in the accident and emergency and cancer departments, but it is expected that it will be used in other sectors soon. The World Health Organization says global deaths from measles dropped by 78% between 2000 and 2012. This figure suggests that approximately 13.8 million lives were saved. In spite of this encouraging statistics, measles is still a global threat. For this reason, 145 countries have introduced a second dose of the measles vaccine to boost immunity and avoid outbreaks. The first dose is usually administered to children before their first birthday. Measles is a communicable disease of the respiratory system caused by a virus and characterized by symptoms such as fever, cough, a runny nose, and rash. Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan, has recorded its first case of polio in 13 years. The girl who was diagnosed with the disease, Sakina, was only discovered after she became paralyzed. The Health Ministry has initiated a vaccination campaign across the capital since Sakina was discovered. Polio is still endemic in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and parts of northern Nigeria, and is encouraged by unsanitary conditions, lack of vaccination, and cross-border transmission.
It might be a stomach infection. You'd better take him to a doctor.
He must have been eating roadside food.
No, Mom. The problem could also be here. Stomach infection could also be caused by germs on hands, and even a good soap may not be enough. With new Lifebuoy, he will be better protected. New Lifebuoy has Active 5, the power of 5 ingredients to give you 99.9% germ protection.
And now, you and your family can enjoy the same germ protection from Lifebuoy at the even more affordable 80 naira. Keep your family and your wallets healthy. Lifebuoy. Stop germs. Prevent sicknesses. Endorsed by Medical Women Association of Nigeria.
That's a wrap on Health News for this week. For your questions, comments, and observations, you can connect with us on Health News at channelstv.com, on Twitter at Yomi_Otaigbe, or send a text to 081-864-38129. Thank you for being with us. I am Yomi Otaigbe.